We move on to the best amateur jockeys to follow this year. Brian, I'm going to start with you because you'll know these guys pretty well. We're talking Derek O'Connor, we're talking Jamie Codd, we're talking Patrick Mullins. Which one do you consider the best amongst the unpaid ranks?
Gordon, them three men you're after mentioning are amateur in name only. Believe me, they're not amateur jockeys. They're professionals riding in amateur races. They are three very good riders. I mean, like I wouldn't have the audacity to say one is better than the other, because I mean what them men have done year on year and riding for the big connections. I mean, look, they're three brilliant jockeys. And yeah, you just have to applaud them. I mean, but they're amateur in name only.
Yeah. Slightly different question to you, David. Any younger boys coming through, boys or girls coming through the ranks? Did someone tell me that young Ben Harvey's quite highly regarded across with you guys?
Yeah, he's after turning pro. Very, very good rider. Rides for John McConnell. Really talented. One fella that you didn't mention in that list that I'd have there would be Barry O'Neill. Seriously talented rider. He's been booked for Marlar Mission in the National Hunt Chase. Quality rider. I'd have him up there with the likes of Patrick, Derek, and Jamie. And as regards younger jockeys coming through, I do think Sam Ewing is probably the next big thing. He's only 18. He's exceptional. He's got a really good head on his shoulders. Speaks really well. And I was chatting to Peter Fahy about him the other day. And Peter was just glowing in praise for Sam. He's a son of Warren, of course. Rode Tiger Roll on the flat. Not too many people can say that. And I think if we're all still alive, Gordon, in about 5 years' time, I think we'll be talking about Sam Ewing as potentially leading rider at the festival. I think he's the real deal.
Can I just butt in there and just second that what he said about Sam Ewing? And he's a nice lad he is too.
Yeah, I remember that I was working the day it came out that he was riding Tiger Roll in a flat race in Navan. And it was a huge thing at the time because Tiger Roll obviously had won Grand Nationals and cross countries, and he was the most famous horse around at the moment. I remember ringing this 16-year-old expecting him to be absolutely petrified and shaking on the phone, and you'd swear I was talking to like a pensioner. He was so relaxed. He was like, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And he said all the right things. And I got off the phone that day and I said to my wife, I said, that guy is going to go far.
Yeah. And Rob, as a tipster or indeed a punter, in races where some of these guys that we've mentioned are riding against professionals, you wouldn't hesitate in tipping their horse or backing their horse, would you?
Well, no, as Brian said, Gordon, I mean, I think a lot of those lads that haven't been mentioned, like as they're amateur name only, like, I mean, Patrick Mullins is as good as anyone out there. Just in terms of ones to look out for, Keane Quirk is obviously quite highly regarded. He could have a couple of rides over the course of the week. I think he'd 5 winners in 10 days there last month. He had a brilliant ride on a horse at Ferryhouse. He just got up late on to beat Davy Russell, who was riding a 4-9 shot. So he could be one just to worth keeping an eye on. And obviously Michael O'Sullivan as well. He's going to have 2 very good rides in Marine National and a good land for Barry Connell. So he could be amongst the winners as well.